There is more than trouble, I mean they're certainly getting. Divorced Ben has moved out, we understand he is privately searching for a Beverly Hills mansion for his very own house. Those aren't the symptoms of reconciliation. This marriage is over, and what is exciting about the documentary, I suppose, is that just about everybody we spoke to stated they saw this coming like a freight train rolling down the tracks, and that they noticed it coming when you consider that their first dating extra than 20 years in the past. Because look, I imply one of the exciting things in that I assume I learned from this, we knew Ben Affleck has a substance abuse trouble. He's an addict, and he has been very open about it. She is also an addict, love ADCT, and I did no longer even realize that turned into a element. However, it is an it's whilst any person cons always falls rapid and difficult for any person, and then they create this fable of a courting that could in no way live as much as real lifestyles, and she has gone through dating after courting, and she's in no way had that downtime to reflect, and you realize the humans we talked to stated that it just will in no way work unless that occurs, and it didn't, so it is reliable now. Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck are becoming divorced. People had been speaking about it for a while, and now we will sooner or later dig into what went incorrect. Live tuned for extra info on the incidents and revelations that brought about this dark bankruptcy in their dating. So Jennifer Lopez has been having a actually tough year, despite the fact that she's a huge big name. Jennifer Lopez has been facing plenty of professional setbacks that seem to mirror what's going on in her non-public existence. Her movies aren't earning profits on the field workplace, and she had to cancel her world tour for private motives, and then there were those videos of her and Ben Affleck fighting in public. It is no wonder humans started questioning what turned into happening with them. Those pics of Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez arguing at the pink carpet are going viral. We don't know what they are speak me approximately, however absolutely they look with human beings on Twitter saying things like he appears ill and uninterested in her, or saying that he appears burdened, or comparing him to the meme of himself. Now, not to say this video of Ben beginning the automobile door for Jennifer there public fights most effective made things worse. All and sundry observed how disillusioned JLo looked. Even as Ben appeared greater calm, it became clear that there had been some extreme problems of their dating, and people could not stop speak me about it, and now they may be selling their mansion. It's a quite clean sign that they may be finished selling their $60 million house. Become a massive declaration. It confirmed that they had been equipped to move on from every different that house was once a image in their circle of relatives, but now it's just a reminder in their failed marriage depend of reality. As soon as information got out about the mansion sale, everybody started speaking. Even greater people were searching for any clues they may about why they have been breaking up. Selling their house was a huge deal, and it made every person reflect on consideration on the complexities of love, fame, and what you need to give up on your personal happiness. AFF is real. Rumors. Okay, we're not doing that. Thank you so much, men. I certainly respect it. Thanks. Better than that. Come on, do not are available in here with that power, please. Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck's courting had quite a few problems because they preferred different things and lived in another way. Human beings close to them stated JLo is used to being famous and handling all the attention that comes with it, but she located it tough to keep her personal existence separate. On the other hand, Ben Affleck, whose greater private struggled with all of the media and public attention, their troubles were given worse as they tried to deal with their busy careers and private lives. JLo enjoyed being inside the highlight while Ben wanted extra privacy. This conflict have become a huge trouble of their dating. When Jennifer Lopez released her documentary, it showed how difficult it was for each of them. Ben talked openly approximately how difficult it turned into to cope with each person looking the relationship. He cared loads about JLo but failed to like several the attention they were given. Ben's pain with being so public highlighted a larger issue between them. He wanted to maintain things greater private. However, Jay appreciated sharing parts of their lives with enthusiasts. Their exceptional perspectives on privateness and reputation brought about numerous issues of their marriage. Heard you assert so regularly, which you are a hopeless romantic you still consider in love you accept as true within marriage. Really, why wouldn't I? Has been visible the movie, yet you brought your fell with you this night. He's seen it. It is a notable date night. We're amazing satisfied. We are just having an awesome time. I'd be remiss if I did not say you had been status taking pictures in the Front of a sign that asserts marry me. It is very massive. I did not comprehend how massive the Jennifer Lopez has continually loved being in the spotlight, the use of media interest to boost her career and brand. However, this didn't sit down nicely with Ben Affleck, who preferred a extra private and low-key life. People near them said that Ben's pain with JLo's excessive profile lifestyle and the constant media anxiety created lots of anxiety between them. Their exclusive attitudes toward the media made matters even more difficult. JLo saw media exposure as important for her profession and image, whilst Ben wanted to stay out of the limelight. This difference highlighted deeper problems, approximately their personal barriers and how they handled their dating. Matters got worse while Ben didn't be a part of JLo on the ideal of her latest venture. His absence at this big event fueled rumors that their courting turned into in hassle, suggesting a developing distance among them. While asked approximately her marriage, JLo's solutions hinted at underlying tension and pain. Despite the fact that she tried to live composed, it became clear that her non-public lifestyles was inflicting her tonal stress. Enthusiasts and media paid even more interest, studying each word and gesture for symptoms about her dating with Ben Affleck, but humans commenced converting their minds about Jennifer Lopez after more testimonies about her bad behavior got here out. Meghan McCain, who was once a bunch on The View, publicly criticized JLo, suggesting that her tough personality might be causing issues in her marriage. McCain shared that assembly JLo was one of the worst experiences of her career and hinted that JLo could be very one of a kind in non-public in comparison to her public picture. The most considered TikTok we have is me admitting that JLo coming at The View became no longer my favored via plenty. Just I stated it is now not my preferred. I percentage comparable terrible tales that apparently the whole global does. To what befell me this Meghan she I can let you know greater offline. I really experience awful right now because I feel like there's without a doubt we are turning a point wherein there's like bullying going on to JLo, and that I don't want to feature too that she just is a deeply unpleasant character and had a who. I said this at the for she had the most important entourage I've ever seen, like of a celeb greater than Kim Kardashian and more than the president. Like I have in no way visible like in that I simply do not certainly recognize why it was wanted. I simply understand my experience and I was a bunch at The View. It was no longer first rate. She became not fine okay, and I'm like some thing you do not continually ought to be so exceptional, but it changed into just unexpected given that humans like Kim Kardashian couldn't be more delightful. And additionally, while you're approaching a show for like a 10-minute section, like as myself as a person who is been invited on suggests for 10-minute segments, just forward until you are making it. After McCain's remarks, greater people inclusive of different celebrities and previous co-workers commenced talking up about JLo's alleged diva behavior, stressful entourage and hard attitude, and their tale counseled that no matter her skills and tough paintings, JLo would possibly have problem getting along, which could be affecting her marriage with Ben Affleck. As nicely, Jennifer Lopez has had a series of brief excessive profile relationships. She married Jan Noah in 1997, however it lasted simplest 11 months. Then she dated Shaw Diddy Combs, married Chris Judd and become engaged to Ben Affleck in the early 2000s. In a while she married Mark Anthony, were given engaged to Alex Rodriguez, and sooner or later reunited with Ben Affleck regularly with little time between relationships. This sample of jumping from one courting to some other led to talk approximately JLo's viable want for constant love and companionship. Some specialists cautioned she may have love dependency, wherein someone appears for relationships to fill an emotional void or avoid personal problems. Her quick rebounds and excessive romances seem to fit this idea, raising questions about whether her need for romance is affecting her capacity to hold lengthy time period relationships. People argue that JLo's dependency of speedy falling inside and out of love may stop her from coping with private challenges fully. This pattern may additionally strain her marriage with Ben Affleck, as the intensity in their dating may be difficult to maintain through the years. The affection addiction theory suggests that continuously searching for new and exciting relationships could make it difficult to place within the effort and compromise needed for a longtime partnership. Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck are reportedly seeking to promote their domestic amid rumors that they may be getting a divorce. It is the Beverly Hills mansion they bought together after they were Given Married TMZ launched this one-of-a-kind article nowadays multiple resources tell the opening that J-Lo and Ben are the usage of a realtor named Santiago Arana from the business enterprise to promote the home that they bought a touch over a year in the past at the time the newly WS sold the mansion for simply over $60 million. TMZ had formerly stated that Ben Affleck had already moved out of their house and right into a condominium in Brentwood, and sources inform the opening that J-Lo is already looking for a new residence. They say the realtor has been showing their house for around 2 weeks to date. There are no buyers. The outlet reports that J-Lo and Ben are requesting round $65 million for the house, and they're insisting that J-Lo and Ben are absolutely headed for divorce. Now things got genuinely heated when Ben Affleck decided to move out of the mansion he shared with Jennifer Lopez. It wasn't only a bodily flow, it became a clear signal that their dating become absolutely over. Ben chose to live close to his ex-wife Jennifer Garner and their kids, displaying that being a dad changed into his main precedence. This past really confirmed how tousled things were between Ben and J.O., even as Jennifer Lopez turned into continually targeted on her profession and being within the public eye. Ben's circulate proved that he wanted to awareness on his family and himself. It made it clear that they had unique priorities and values, and irrespective of how difficult they attempted, they could not fix matters. Whilst news in their divorce unfold, the internet went loopy. Social media was flooded with comments and opinions from fans and haters. Humans have been divided, taking aspects and speak me approximately what went incorrect in their dating. Plenty of lovers blamed J-Lo for the marriage falling apart. They said she became demanding and continually wished interest. A few folks argued that her excessive profile way of life and the consistent media interest did not work with Ben's preference for privateness. Some even stated that J-Lo's records of brief rebound bounds and excessive relationships would possibly have messed matters up. However, there have been additionally people who defended Jennifer Lopez. They stated she become being unfairly blamed and talked about how hard she labored and the sacrifices she made for her circle of relatives. They concept the media and the public were too quick to decide her based totally on stereotypes and beyond relationships. Right here are some highlighted reactions. A person wrote, genuinely J-Lo was continually placing on a loved-up show with Ben, but he was no longer so much into it. Every other one brought J-Lo wishes to live single in consciousness and experience elevating her youngsters before they end up adults. She needs to consciousness on herself and she should not be leaping manto man. A third individual claimed, I don't think she's absolutely responsible, but she need to have by no means given him every other chance. He humiliated her 2 decades ago and dumped her days earlier than her wedding. He didn't like her enough then, he does not now. She should have recognized higher. However, what do you men think about this messy scenario? Is J-Lo without a doubt in charge, or is there more to the tale? Allow me realize your thoughts in the remarks under, and bear in mind to love, subscribe and test out our current films for all the ultra